gorgeous, sunny, warm. Like, what did we do to deserve this glorious sunshine? I don't know, but I'm going to embrace it and love every minute of it. I hope that you are all having a lovely weekend when you're watching this vlog, and that it's been relaxing and the sun has been shining where you are. Dinner just there in the tree. You're a hungry boy, aren't you? You are a hungry boy. Yes, you are. Come on then. He said, no, drop it. I'm not playing that game today. Back to what I was doing. I think I had like a moment in the garden last weekend where I was just feeling a little bit overwhelmed by the amount of plants that I have, and I think the vine weevils in the garden set me back a little bit. And as you all know, I'm terrified of everything. I don't think there's anything that I'm not scared of. However, I just have to suck it up and be brave and, you know, come to terms with the fact that there may be bugs and creatures and wasps and bumblebees in the garden, and I'm encouraging all of that with all of the plants and trees, and you know, I love that I'm encouraging it. And this morning I woke up and thought, just go and be brave. Just go and be brave and show all of you lovely people on YouTube just how pretty my little garden looks. And I know it's not amazing. I don't have a huge like meandering garden with lots of little different sections and, you know, the most prettiest of gardens, but it's mine and I love it and I'm really, really happy with it. Even though I don't know the next thing about it, I'm still really enjoying it. I would love to tell you all that I didn't buy a single plant last weekend, but I would be lying. I bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I bought 6 new plants. I just can't stop. I bought this, is it called a Wigelia or a Wigelia? Well, I bought this because I loved the little pretty pink flowers on it and thought that is so nice. I bought this because it looks like a little mini hydrangea, but it's called a, well, I've got one for the front garden as well, so I'll tell you what that's called now. But how pretty is it? The only thing is, it doesn't really smell. Well, it smells a little bit, but it's not like a strong smell. I bought another, it is Wigelia, isn't it? Yeah, Wigelia, Florida, because I just thought that is pretty. I like the way it's different leaves as well. So I will plant it in the ground. This one hasn't been potted yet, but I will plant it in the ground. And then this little Hebe bush, which gets little white flowers on it, is called a Hebe wiry mist, and it gets little white flowers all over, but that's for the front garden. And then I got, this is called the Viburnum opulus rosum, and I got one for the front and one for the back because it's bee friendly. And I mean, how amazing are they? Aren't they just gorgeous big flower heads? Oh, love that. And this is a Rhododendron XL, and I bought this one because Rhonda, my other Rhododendron, I don't think she's doing too well. I'll let you be the judge of that when you see her, but I've bought this to replace her, just to be on the safe side. And then this gorgeous plant down here, I have no idea what it's called. It's called Solomon Crispum. I can't read it, the label's too far away, but it'll grow right across this wall nice, and it's quick growing as well, and it gets lots of lovely like lavender coloured flowers on it. I mean, I'd love wisteria, but I wouldn't say it gets the sun down here. So this one should be fine. So we're going to plant that. Rhonda, the rhododendron, she just isn't looking too good at all. I mean, anybody who knows about rhododendron, can you tell me if she looks good, or is she just hanging on for dear life? I mean, that looks like it's a bud, but it's very old. It's not like a new one. It's just an old one that's been on there since she was poorly. So that's where she's up to. She just doesn't look the best. I've got everything crossed for her, and then something magical has happened. You may have seen it in my last vlog. I'll let you know that a few weeks previous to that, I'd planted the peonies in the front of the border at the back of the garden. Well, I was over there watering, looking after them, checking on the laurels, checking on the paniculatas, and wait until you see what I found. Now, it's the little small things with gardening that we absolutely love, but look, that's my peony. I'm like, wow, she's growing. So I've got this one, I've got a little bit of a start here, and there is another one, but it's only tiny. Where is it? Oh, we've got a bit of exposed root there. I don't think that's a good sign. I'll have to cover that with some compost and hope for the best. Ah, there it is there. A little tiny bit of a sprout coming up. She's actually got 2 buds that are just about to open, and these are white peonies. I cannot wait to see them. And look at my little ceanothus at the back. Oh, it's got loads of buds on it. I mean, it's not going to grow too... Oh, in fact, it looks a little bit poorly, doesn't it? Do those leaves look a little bit yellow to you at the bottom? I wonder if you can water that a little bit too much, and it's got a little bit too much water, as I've been watering the hydrangeas. Maybe. I'll have to keep a little eye on that, but there's my little paniculata. These ones are vanilla freesia. These get like big white and pink heads on them in the summer. These cherry trees that our Lee got me for Mother's Day, I don't believe these are in size at like ornamental size, because that has gone so big since I got it, and it was Mother's Day in March and we're now in May, but I feel like that's gone so big even in that short space of time in comparison to the smaller ones, which stay quite small. And then I've got the other one over here. This one hasn't gone as big as that one, but I mean, it's still pretty big. I've got a feeling these are going to go into massive ones, so I must keep these in pots. And then I've put my clematis over here, and that's not looking too good. I thought it might have liked a little bit of sunshine, but I'm not too sure about that. Look at this one. This one's climbing right up. Now, this was tangled with the other one. You'll have seen it in my last vlog, and I spent about an hour untangling them and separating them. So I've got this one here, and I'll show you where the other one is in a sec, but I just thought I'd put them there and see how they do. I've no idea what I'm doing when it comes to clematis and growing plants, but I'm trying. This is my weeping cherry blossom that Lee got me for my birthday, and I can't wait until this like blooms, and it's got lots of branches, because as it stands it's only got 3 branches, but the garden centre did say it would grow more in time, and that's what these are. These little buds here will grow new branches for it to thicken out a little bit. But I think that's so pretty. Can you see the little tiny roots? Let me just get the camera to focus. Look at them! They're little baby sprouts. Oh my word. I'm going to put it safely back into the perlite and check this one. Look at that. Oh my word. That's just 2 weeks. And, you know, it is only May and already we have little tiny roots growing. So let's tuck them safely back in their little house. That has made me so excited because I took those cuttings. I took a photograph the day I took the cuttings. The cuttings were taken on the 22nd of April at 6:30 in the night. And it's now the 7th of May and we have little sprouts. Look at me being all brave, sitting in my garden, enjoying the sunshine. We've been looking on Rightmove and looking at houses with lovely gardens, and I said it to Lee, I said, oh, look at these houses and look at these gardens. The gardens are much bigger and there's lots of greenery and lots of different places to plant things in the garden, and I thought I would ask, just in case I'm the only person who thinks like this, but would you consider selling up and moving based solely on the garden? Because I'm looking at houses and I'm like, don't care what they look like, just want to see the garden, and I'm getting itchy. I'm getting, what do they call it? They call it like itchy feet or something like that, to want to move and just have a lovely big garden that you can just make your own and create lovely little spaces. It's not a big space, it's only a small garden, and there's a little bit of me that goes, do it. Sell up and go and buy a house with a lovely big garden. We've also been doing quite a bit of work in the front garden. I don't usually film the front, but I'll just show you to give you an idea. We had a huge tree here, azalea, which I planted last year, and I've got another azalea, the same as this one, to plant in this spot here next to the rhododendron, which is being demolished by vine weevil. This is how you know it's vine weevil, by the jagged cuts in the leaves, and I just don't feel like this one's doing too well either. And the sad thing is, this one's in the ground but it's showing new growth at the bottom. I'll just see how it does this year, but vine weevil are loving the rhododendrons, which does make my skin crawl a little bit because I am petrified of them. I just don't like them. And I'm like, oh, spoiled my fun a little bit in the garden. But, you know, to be fair, I've come a long way, and that's the main thing. And I'm sat here now trying to find things to do to stop me from going to the garden centre, because I have no room for anything. But I am at my maximum for plants at the moment, and I've got a lot to be getting on with. But, you know, just to be completely honest and transparent, I am just a little bit too scared to go out on my own in the garden today and plant plants. I don't know whether it's the vine weevil that's giving me a little setback, or could it be the fact that when I mentioned, little spiders come off. But when I mentioned about my little nurseries that I go to, you know, to purchase plants, having a very strong smell of cat urine, well, the penny didn't drop with me. The penny didn't drop why that was, and it was because they use the cats to deter rats and mice. Oh. And I don't know whether that has set me back a little bit. I've no idea. I don't know. What I do know is I'm not going to stress about it. I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to be like, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. And just try and get brave again, because I haven't visually seen anything to make me scared. I just feel scared, and I wish I didn't. I'd give anything to not feel like this. I mean, 5 minutes ago I've just been saying, yeah, I'll sell a house and buy a house with a lovely big garden. What am I going to be like in that garden when it's took me nearly 2 years to become even a little bit comfortable in my garden? But yeah, you know, I'm still scared. I have just noticed that one of my little dutze, I think this is called, has opened up its flowers, and this one are about to open as well. But look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's got hundreds, and I mean hundreds. I mean, they're all over that branch as well, but these ones here look like they're going to be the first ones to open. And also I noticed that my little, is this called a snowbell? I think it's called a snowbell. It's a Philadelphus and it's a white one. Look at that. Oh, are they not the most gorgeous flowers ever? Oh, and it's got loads on there. Oh, I love that. And I've got another similar one to what I've got over there, but I think this one might be lighter flowers. Yeah, the white on this one. So these are very light pink and white, although they do look very similar to the other one. I love it when I come out and I just find new flowers. Let's see how the peonies are getting on. There. The one peony which looks like it's just about to open. I done something interesting a couple of days ago. I read online that ants are supposed to help to get all that sticky stuff off the peony heads so that the peonies can open. Well, I don't have a single ant in my garden, and I'm like, how do I encourage ants to my peony to help it open up its flowers? And on one of the forums it said if you give it a little delicate rub with a damp cloth and remove some of the sticky residue, it will help the peony to open. And as you can see, the one that I've cleaned is actually starting to open, so I'm like, do I clean the other one so that opens too? I'm going to give it a try. You know, if you've got any tips on how to get the peony heads to open, I would love to know. I've just been to B&M and a plant did fall in my basket, but it's not a plant for me. It's called a black steel. Is it black steel? Yeah, a black steel hydrangea, and I got it for Louise for her birthday so she can plant it in her garden, and you know, she can remember that I bought it for her for the birthday, because I do that with my rhododendron, although Rhonda is poorly at the moment, and it has those huge mop heads on the top of them. It's in the car because I'm going to meet up with Lou shortly, so I'll show you it when we go out, but it's amazing. I was like, if I had a spot, I would buy two. So in the future, who knows, I might say to Lou, Lou, can you have a little cutting off your black steel, please? So I can plant it in my garden if I come up with the space, because no doubt I will. But I was out in the garden 5 minutes ago. I'm going to include a clip from our CCTV so you can see. I just heard a noise at the back and then I seen something scurry across the floor, and I ran and nearly fell over the rhododendron pots in the garden because I'm just petrified, and I just wish that I weren't. And every time I have these little scares, I feel like it sets me back an awful lot of just being brave in the garden. But I'm going to go and get a cloth and I'm going to go and wipe off the other peony heads, and then I'm going to be getting ready then to go and have a lovely day with Louise. It is Hydrangea Macrophilia Flamingo black steel, so all of the stalks are black and the heads are massive. I tried to get one that wasn't in full bloom so that she gets to enjoy these in a garden, because they tend to die off pretty quickly, don't they? So that's it. I mean, it's so tall. Let's get rid of them. It's so tall, you can't even see it, but it's beautiful. It is now Tuesday, the 20th of May, and it's nearly 5:20. But we need to look at my peonies, but before we do, look how amazing that is. I can't believe how gorgeous that is. All the flowers have all opened so nice. And look at the peony. is so big. Oh, it's amazing. This one's still struggling a little bit though, and I don't know why. I've tried to give it a little helping hand, but I don't think it's working. I'm like, please, come on. I'm gonna give it another water. And even this has opened up so much more. Look at that. Oh, it's so exciting. Got my glass of warm water at the ready. And if I pop you there, you should still be able to see what we're doing. Tie this one. So we have to dip it in the warm water. And then give the head a little tap to get rid of the sap. Has that helped? You can do it. We're rooting for you. And watch this space. Oh, you're drooping a little bit now. Sorry about that. Let's just see how you go with that. Hopefully you open just as lovely as this one. It is now Thursday and it is the 22nd of May. So let's go and have a little look how my peony is doing. And I'm really happy to say she's opening. She's definitely loosened off. So the little spray of water has really helped. Oh, I'm getting excited because look at the size of that. Oh, I've got to give it a little smell. Oh my word, oh my word. I cannot wait for those to open. Listen to me little robin.